Willie Nelson stood as a towering figure in country music, celebrated for his distinctive voice, outlaw spirit, and timeless songwriting that reshaped the genre. From his Texas roots to global fame, Nelson's journey blended chart-topping hits, acting roles, and a passionate advocacy for causes close to his heart. In this video, we'll explore Willie Nelson's life and career, from his groundbreaking albums to his enduring legacy. We'll also dive into his net worth, personal assets, and the lifestyle he built. Be sure to support the channel by liking this video, sharing it with friends, and subscribing for more incredible stories. About Nelson's early life and education. Willie Hugh Nelson was born on April 29, 1933, in Abbott, Texas, to Merle and Ira Nelson. After his parents split, he and his sister Bobby were raised by their gospel-singing grandparents, who nurtured his love for music. He wrote his first song at 7, joined a band at 9, and played sports at Abbott High, excelling as a football halfback, basketball guard, and baseball shortstop, before leaving school to pursue music. About Nelson's personal life. Willie married Martha Matthews in 1952, having 3 kids, Lana, Susie, and Billy, before their 1962 divorce, marked by violence. He wed Shirley Colley in 1963, divorcing in 1971 after she discovered his affair with Connie Kepke, with whom he had Paula and Amy. He married Connie that year, divorcing in 1988. He wed Annie D'Angelo in 1991, having sons Lucas and Micah. In 2012, he learned of a 5th daughter, Renee, from a past relationship. About Nelson's lifestyle, properties, vehicles, and net worth. Willie Nelson's net worth reached $25 million by 2025. Built through decades of success in music, acting, and entrepreneurship, including profits from his cannabis brand, Willie's Reserve. A country music legend with an unmistakable voice and outlaw image, Willie's wealth reflects both artistic achievement and savvy business decisions. His beloved ranch in Spicewood, Texas, famously called Luck, spans 500 acres of scenic hill country. The rustic main house features 4 spacious bedrooms, a wide wraparound porch, and a gourmet country-style kitchen complete with handcrafted wood cabinetry, a farmhouse sink, and vintage appliances. The cozy living room boasts a stone fireplace, while his signature recording studio is outfitted with vintage gear that's recorded countless hits. The property also includes a guest cabin with panoramic views, horse stables, a golf course, and a peaceful creek winding through the landscape, creating a haven for both relaxation and creativity. Willie's second home, a $3.5 million estate in Maui, Hawaii, rests on 2 lush acres. This tropical retreat includes a 5-bedroom home with island-inspired architecture, an open-air living space overlooking the Pacific Ocean, a gourmet kitchen with bamboo cabinetry, and a meditation garden featuring a koi pond. The estate is completed by a private beachfront and a palm-lined swimming pool, making it an idyllic getaway. His car collection speaks to his laid-back, eclectic style and love for both nostalgia and innovation. It includes a 1969 Chevrolet C10 pickup with a rugged, retro look, a 1980 Mercedes-Benz 450 SL, classic and refined, a 1967 Lincoln Continental with suicide doors and vintage flair, and a Tesla Model Y, showcasing his embrace of modern electric technology. About Nelson's faith. Willie grew up in a Methodist household, singing gospel in church with Bobby. His faith influenced songs like Family Bible, and he often spoke of spirituality, blending it with his advocacy for peace, though he leaned more toward a universal, nature-based belief system in later years. About Nelson's early career. Willie started as a DJ in Texas, Oregon, and California during the 1950s, self-releasing songs like Lumberjack. In 1960, he moved to Nashville, joining Ray Price's band as a bassist and writing hits like Crazy for Patsy Cline and Hello Walls for Farron Young, establishing himself as a top songwriter despite early struggles as a performer. About Nelson's rise to fame. In 1973, Willie signed with Atlantic Records, releasing Shotgun Willie, a critical success. His 1975 album Red-Headed Stranger with Columbia Records became a breakthrough, featuring Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain, hitting #1. That year, Wanted. The Outlaws with Waylon Jennings became country's first platinum album, cementing his outlaw country legacy. About Nelson's career peak. Willie dominated the late 1970s and 1980s with hits like On the Road Again and Always on My Mind, the latter earning a Grammy. He formed the Highwaymen with Johnny Cash, Waylon Jennings, and Chris Christopherson, releasing platinum albums. His 1978 album Stardust stayed on the country chart for a decade, showcasing his crossover appeal. About Nelson's later career. Willie remained active into the 2020s, releasing A Beautiful Time in 2022, winning 2 Grammys. In 2023, he celebrated his 90th birthday with a star-studded Hollywood Bowl concert and was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. In 2024, he released his 75th studio album, The Border, continuing to tour and inspire. About Nelson's business ventures. Willie co-founded Willie's Reserve in 2015, a cannabis brand, and Willie Nelson Biodiesel, promoting eco-friendly fuel. He produced his annual 4th of July picnics, launched Farm Aid in 1985, and sold merchandise like teas and 420 accessories, tying his ventures to his advocacy for farmers and sustainability. About Nelson's awards and achievements. Willie won 12 Grammys, including Best Country Album for A Beautiful Time, 11 CMAs, and 6 ACMs. He was inducted into the Country Music Hall of Fame in 1993, received the Gershwin Prize in 2015, and earned a spot in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2023. About Nelson's public image. Willie was hailed as country's outlaw pioneer, loved for his authenticity and braided, bandana-wearing look. Fans adored his activism. Some critics noted his marijuana advocacy, but his influence as a genre-defying artist remained undeniable, earning him respect across generations. About Nelson's influence and legacy. Willie led the outlaw country movement, inspiring artists like Chris Christopherson and Casey Musgraves. His genre-blending style, mixing country, jazz, and folk, reshaped music, while his activism for farmers, marijuana legalization, and peace left a cultural mark, solidifying his status as an American icon. About Nelson's philanthropic work. Willie co-founded Farm Aid in 1985, raising millions for farmers. He supported disaster relief, like Hurricane Katrina and Texas wildfire efforts, donated to veterans' causes, and backed the Last Prisoner Project, advocating for those convicted of cannabis-related crimes, reflecting his generous spirit. About Nelson's advocacy and activism. Willie championed marijuana legalization as a NORML co-chair, launching the Teapot Party after his 2010 arrest. He pushed for biofuels, supported LGBTQ+ rights, anti-war efforts, and voting rights, performing at rallies, including a 2021 Texas voting rights event, aligning with his progressive values. About Nelson's other ventures. Willie acted in films like The Electric Horseman, 1979, and The Dukes of Hazzard, 2005. He hosted a SiriusXM channel, Willie's Roadhouse, and appeared in a 2023 documentary, Willie Nelson and Family, premiered at Sundance, chronicling his life, music, and family collaborations. About Nelson's controversies and challenges. Willie faced a $16.7 million IRS debt in 1990, leading to asset seizures, though fans bought and returned his items. His son Billy's 1991 suicide devastated him, and his 2010 marijuana arrest drew headlines, yet he turned it into advocacy for legalization. About Nelson's writings. Willie wrote hits like On the Road Again and Crazy. He co-authored books, including Willie, an autobiography, 1988, The Tao of Willie, 2006, and Me and Sister Bobby, 2020, sharing his life, philosophy, and family stories with humor and wisdom. About Nelson's persona. Willie's 5 feet 6 inches frame, white braids, and nasal voice defined him. A free-spirited outlaw, he mixed Texas grit with a zen-like calm, often seen with his guitar trigger, captivating audiences with his authenticity, humor, and rebellious charm. About Nelson's family dynamics. Willie and Annie lived on their Spicewood Ranch by 2025, staying close to his kids, many of whom joined him in music. He cherished performing with Lucas and Micah, maintaining a tight bond with Bobby until her 2022 passing. Thanks for watching. If you loved this deep dive into Willie Nelson, hit that like button, leave a comment to share your thoughts, share it with your crew, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content.